Okay, guys, I'm late. I'm late. Just me. How cool is that? Right. I was reading the news, trying to see if there was anything out there I really wanted to write about. I can never forget I used to write articles, can I? Just can't forget it. Can't forget it. Let's get our theme song going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, wake up. Wake up, England. Wake up, Wales. Wake up, Scotland. Wake up, Ireland.
Now the warning is clear. Our streets don't feel British, and the end's drawing near. They divided the right.
Good morning, English lads. Craig and Good. Kim, good morning.
Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Stand up together.
John.
Fight for our shore. Join, restore, or be no more. Millions must go. Send them back where they came. You must speak English. We don't care for the game. No more excuses. Speak English or get out. Learn our traditions. Don't force us to learn yours. Respect our culture or head straight for the doors. This is Britain. We don't bow to foreign laws. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Stand up together. Fight for our shore. Join, restore, or be no more. No more grooming gangs. No more two-tier rules. No more foreign flags flying over our schools. Put Britain first. Protect our kids and our land. If you won't stand with us, then you don't understand. From the four nations, one people, one flag in the sky. No more division. It's do or it's die. No more talking. No more fear. The hour is late, and the moment is here. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Millions must go. Send them back to the shore. You must speak English, or you're out the door. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Let's get one in locked and loaded. Okay, we got one in, locked and loaded, ready for the next one. Now, let Freedom Dad have a nap. Let Freedom Dad have a nap. Here we go again, guys. Another day. What did we make of the events down in Southampton? Yeah, wasn't sure how I felt about it. Thrown at the rocks and stuff like that. I can understand the anger of the people, can't you? I really can, especially towards the police. Throwing rocks at them? I don't know. I really don't know, but I wasn't there. I can't say how I would have felt. I know people are angry. I'm past being angry, to be honest, guys. Horrible things happen. Horrible things happening all the time. I think you get immune to it in the end, don't you? You get immune to it. You don't like it and you want to change it, but you no longer get outraged. I'm at the stage, been at this stage for a long, long time. I just want payback. I want our country back, whatever it takes. Talk about those events in Southampton yesterday later on. Meanwhile, let's go over and get into the show. Show? Is it a show? I don't know what we call this morning thing. Our morning chat. Is it a morning show? I don't want to do shows. No, I don't know what we should call our morning chats. Just morning chats, morning pop-ups. I don't know.
Do sha-la-la, baby blue. I've looked on you, sha-la-la, baby blue. I've looked all over town, but there's no one else like you. I search beneath the streetlights where we used to say goodnight. I asked the stars above me why they took you out of sight. I've looked and I can't find another heart so true. Oh, tell me, baby, what's a lonely girl to do? What she gonna do? Why did I say we were through? Why did I say we were through? I was shaking when I looked at you. My voice went small, my heart caved in, and I lost the love I was living in. She let it fall, she let it fall, she let it fall, but she loved him all along. Yes, I loved you all along. I tried to smile, tried to be strong, but my heart knew I was wrong. What was I supposed to do? Keep pretending I believed in you. Oh, baby, though the dream is gone, I loved you all along. She loved him all along. You cheated, you schemed, you broke my little dream. Every promise that you made split apart right at the seam. I cried into my pillow with your picture by my bed. Still I heard your sweet talk echo in the words you never said. Never said, never said. Why did I say we were through? What could a broken girl like me do? I wore the hurt like powder on my skin. Still I heard the song, oh, it might have been. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la. I loved you all along. Yes, I loved you all along. I tried to smile, tried to be strong, but my heart knew I was wrong. What was I supposed to do? Live a lie and stand by you. Oh, baby, though the dream is gone, I loved you all along. Maybe I was scared to stay, so I pushed the truth away. Now the silence calls my name, and I still feel half the blame. The jukebox plays our melody, but you're not here dancing close to me. I told the world that I was free, but chains of love still follow me. Follow her, follow her. I love you all along. Yes, I loved you all along. I tried to smile, tried to be strong, but my heart knew I was wrong. What was I supposed to do? Carry on and live that life with you. Oh, baby, though the dream is gone, I loved
Oh, well, yeah, perhaps it was a good thing. Sunday was, when we were there, it was more respectful, wasn't it? The boys wasn't there for trouble. They were there to pay homage to Henry, wasn't they? A reminder with the laying of the flowers and the photographs that they put up. White Vanguard did a good job there. There's no doubt about it. Interesting. I was looking at the images of the protest last night and thinking, well, I should have been there, Crag. I should have been there to report on it. If I had known that was coming, perhaps I would have booked into a bed and breakfast and stayed in Southampton for a few days so I could have covered it. But never mind, I learned a lot because don't forget, first time with our camera, still learning how to use it. So I've finally sort of mastered that now. So next footage should be better. Do more interviews with people. I should have interviewed more people. One interesting thing, I was thinking of just playing some music and going to get some video clips. In the video I made on the live stream, there was a couple, a young man, I should say, and a young woman. Pretty little thing. Well dressed, very nice. When I first saw them, I just thought they might have been friends of Henry or something. I'll have to get a clip to show you. Well, last night, I had the shock of my life. I was watching the footage and this young man, and I'll find out the organization he was with shortly. I'm going to go and look for that clip when I play some music. This young guy in a three-piece suit was right in the front line. And guess who was stood next to him? No bigger than a bar of soap. I don't know whether they were a couple, whether they were just from the same organization, or whether they were a couple. I seen them in the pub later on, and they were sat together and they were friendly. So I think they may have been a couple. And she was in the thick of it. No, she was no bigger than a bar of soap. And there she was facing off in the front line, and the cops were bashing away at her and this young boy with the edges of their shields. Now that was bang out of order, because then those shields, they wasn't being used to push people away. They were hitting them with the edge of the shields. I mean, she could even decapitate you. Well, I'm not joking, it was that bad. That bad. I'll have a look for the footage. Yeah, time for Tommy to move on. America or Israel. He whipped it up, didn't he? He was, he whipped it up and then got away. I don't think it took a lot to get people whipped up. I seen one guy there. I think he got beaten down. He had a Restore Britain t-shirt on, hoodie, like the one I've got. Yeah. Rupert is calling to bring back the death penalty. Absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant what Rupert said. And I guess I'll have to do a video about it afterwards. But seeing that young girl and that boy in the front line, I shouldn't laugh at this. She lets out a scream. I'm not laughing. It's like a little mouse being hurt. Yeah, that only enraged the men around her, that's for sure. They started pushing back then against the police. The police, I told you, the police we met on Sunday were friendly. They were friendly. You've heard GST talk about the police that he came in contact with in Nottingham. And I was thinking, I hope those police who were in Brighton, who were extremely brutal, were there to get a taste of their own medicine in Southampton because they were driven back. The only thing I was concerned about with the rock throwing was that some of those doing it are obviously identifiable. And you know the state, they've got a long memory, haven't they? So they'll come for them, no doubt about it. White Vanguard are right. Mask up. Yeah, I understand about the lockdown protests. You want to see police brutality? I've seen it. I remember the miners' strikes in Wales. That was real brutality. But you've seen it over in Ulster every day, haven't you? The Ulster people have. They've really seen what violence is like on the streets. Yeah, it was something else. I would have been there. I would have been in the front to report on it. I wouldn't have. No, I would have been there as an observer to report on it. I wouldn't be involved in the attacks on the police or throwing weapons. Obviously, I have to say I condemn violence, all violence. But sometimes there's maybe a need for it. But I would have been in the middle of it to get the footage and to record what the police did. In Brighton, where they had that young man, I mean 6 of them, around about 6 cops, they had him pinned to the floor and they put in the boot into his head. Now, the guy wasn't reaching for a weapon like that. Those attackers at Manchester could have been going for the officer's gun who was putting the boot in. No, this guy was down. He couldn't move at all. And they still felt the need to put the boot into his head. Yeah. Well, that ain't going to win the police any favours. Now I see about this family jumping over to back to Manchester. The family of those guys who got away, not a mistrial, because the jury couldn't reach a verdict. 6 of his family are in the police force. 6 of them are in the police force. They're all in the police force, aren't they? Do you think these people from a different culture are going to treat the Indigenous Britons with respect? No. They're like a foreign army now, aren't they? Every time I see someone who isn't an Indigenous Brit, I don't see them, recognise them as the police force at all. I see them as perhaps the French felt after France fell during the Second World War. And you see a foreign country's soldiers marching around the streets. Yeah, I don't recognise any non-British person as a police officer. I see them as part of an occupying army, which is what they are. Don't know who Donkey is, Freedom Dad. Do you want to come up to the mic and tell me about him? Let me put a link up. But I do have a show to get on with, Freedom Dad. But I'd like to know about this Donkey. If he was banned, that would have been by me. Yeah, I don't know. I got about 120 in the cells. Here's Freedom Dad.
Good morning, mate. How you doing?
Great. And yourself, Freedom Dad?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Caitlin says
Hey,
hello.
morning, Caitlin. How come she looks so good at this time in the morning?
Oh, I
I
don't
would,
know, mate. It's just
I would.
it's our Ulster girls, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, hey,
Come and say
I
hello.
wish my.
Yeah. Come and say hello. Who's that?
Hi,
Who's that?
hello, 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 wee man. How's my wee man? No
The future
surrender.
patriot, Paul. That's a future
Yeah,
patriot.
good man. The future freedom dad, eh? Freedom dad. Freedom we want. Hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
who have I blocked now? Who have I thrown in the
No, no,
slammer?
you haven't blocked. It's me. I'm just having a laugh. It's John Rankin. That's his nickname. His nickname's Donkey. We call him
No,
Donkey.
John's on you.
Yes,
I
John.
can
That's
see.
John Rankin. He's good. He's all good. Don't block him.
I
I'd never hear
know.
the. I'd never hear the end of it.
I wouldn't block John. I don't know. Did he get thrown in timeout or something? You know it's
No,
difficult.
no, he woke me up. He woke me up because you were on a live.
We're on a live every morning at 8, Freedom Dad, every day.
I know,
I just,
mate. Sometimes I'm just turning over at 8 o'clock in the morning.
oh, that's what I should do. I need a rest, to be honest. I really need a
Yeah.
rest. I, if Scotland wasn't far away, I'd go stay at that place where your friends are, where you stayed for a few days,
Oh
just to
yeah,
get
yeah.
away.
No. Oh, plenty of places to stay in Scotland, mate.
There's
It's my
going to be
second
more
home.
after. There's going to be more spaces when Restore Britain come to power. There's going to be
Yeah,
plenty of housing for everybody.
yeah. I've got a wee treat for you later. I'm not going. I can't give anything away right now, but I'm going to be interviewing somebody that
Ah,
you're gonna be impressed with. So you will.
that's
So
fabulous.
I'll be
Free.
interviewing them tonight, and it's somebody that was very high up and something that you were involved in, and
Oh,
and
that's brilliant. That's Freedom Dad. What time will it be live?
no, mate, I'm not gonna do it live. I need it because
Right,
I want to add clips to it. You know what I mean?
understood. Freedom Dad, can I jump back to the events yesterday? I'd like your take on it because being from Ulster, you've got more experience than most people on the mainland. What did you think about the protests yesterday with the guys throwing the rocks at the police? I
Um,
don't know if you've seen the footage.
yeah, mate, I watched it. I think we had 3 lives rolling last night. We had two different TikTok lives rolling, and we had a UK Splosh. We had him on the telly. But you
Yeah,
know, it's like I say, mate. You know what I mean about the Civil War stuff and all that. You know what I mean? Um, you know that it's sad, mate. This is desperate times for desperate men, and a lot of people talk about Civil War and fighting and all that. And as you can see, nobody's gaining an inch. Like I would say, like we're professionals at this game at Ranton. You know, we would have done
yeah,
things a lot different than what happened last night. There would have been petrol bombs. There would have been fireworks. There would have been organized chaos. You know what I mean? And running battles. And we've been doing that for years, and we never gain an inch. You know what I mean?
no,
This is what I'm saying. You know, it's these police will just hold their lines. They'll beat you with batons. They'll hit you with tear gas. They'll hit you with their shields, and you won't gain an inch. You know. And
no.
then today there'll be doors getting put up the hall.
That's what I was watching the video clips and I was thinking, God, you haven't even masked up, and they've got close-ups of them throwing rocks.
Yeah, yeah,
As you said, they'll be knocking on the doors today, or
yeah,
if
yeah,
not today, tomorrow, or next week, or next month. They won't forget those people who were throwing the rocks.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
I can understand the frustration of the people, and it's not something I would have done. I wouldn't have been throwing rocks at them. Might have been
yeah,
pushing against them, but not throwing rocks at them.
yeah,
But the
yeah.
police were
See,
equally
there's no
brutal.
there's no tactics. There's no tactical awareness when it comes to ratting. It's just angry men coming in on the streets. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the only consequences it's going to be is for them. You know, um, you know what I mean. And like at the end of the day, I totally understand it. There's going to be more coming. There's going to be
Oh,
more
aye.
happening. But like I say, this is the problem we've had for the last wee while. There's too many commentators have been going, oh, there's going to be a civil war. So a lot of men have been thinking, a lot of men have been thinking, well, when it gets to it, we'll just go into the streets and fight. I mean, there is no fight. You know what I mean? It's this the government are too well organised. You know what I mean?
Aye.
That's what I
Yeah.
think. You know what I mean? It's sad, to be honest with you. It really is sad because we've seen this day coming where never men's backs would be against the wall, and you know you got replacement on the way now. It's there. You know what I mean? There's no kidding on there. You know what I mean? Like I say, we talk about it online now all the time, and we're not talking about replacement. We're talking about how long each area has before it's no longer a majority English. You know what I mean? You know, so it is sad. Like I put a video up yesterday, mate, about the schools. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, yet.
It's only 3 minutes long. If you have a
Con-
look at that, mate, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. The amount of foreigners in the schools, and what I was pointing out was all these children. You know, I think it's 300 odd schools that have only got 2% white in it.
Yeah.
So all these schools going forward in 20 years' time, all these children are going to have children, and there's going to be even more foreigners in the schools. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, mate. You know, all we
Oh,
can do is watch it and document it and try and avoid it over here. You know.
which one was this? A glimpse of your future Britain? Which video was that?
Yeah, that's it. A glimpse of your future video. Future, aye, that's the one, mate.
Okay. Just going to play it now then, Freedom Dad.
So we have
Okay.
the big one at the minute that's going about is young Henry Norwalk, and you know, we've had the Manchester report attackers walking, and we've got knives, men dancing about in pots and knives, ceremonial knives, and the same knife that was used on alive young Henry. And we've got the grooming gang inquiry has came out for watching my P's and Q's here, guys. But you know, I've got a video here for you to watch, and you know, it's not about striking while the hammers while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. It's just trying to get people to understand and listen to me about what I'm trying to say. And you know, sometimes you know things pop in when I'm looking at things and researching. And yes, all right, it is a good time to be putting some information out, information that people should really be hearing. And if I'm going on a scale of 1 to 10 of what I should be putting out, this is definitely up there. So I'm going to show you the video, and then I'm going to give you my conclusion. This may shock you.
There is not a single white British child in 72 schools across England. In 454 schools, white British children make up less than 2% of the student body. White British children are also now a minority in 1 in 4 schools. Will there be a White History Month to help with these minority children to feel included? Will there be DEI initiatives to give them a leg up? Of course not. They're the wrong kind of minority, aren't they?
So guys, come on, girl. Yeah, very shocking. But what I'm trying to say to you here is, you tell the future of your demographic, the future of your lands, by the children that's in your schools. Please don't forget that. It isn't rocket science, it isn't far right, and it isn't racist. We are being replaced. These children that are filling up the schools are going to go on to be adults, obviously. They're going to go on to have families, and their children are going to fill the schools even more than what they are right now. And don't forget that. This isn't stopping, it isn't going off. There's no governments really talking about what needs to be done, apart from Rupert Lowe, as far as I can see at the minute. But, you know, even people don't trust him. We're in a situation right now where men in England are starting to realise what's coming. All right, mate. What's coming, what's already there. And us, as Ulster men and women, are horrified of what we see. And we're also horrified of the silence of the men who this Britishness, unionism means so much to, that remain silent while they watch they're Great Britain fall apart in front of their eyes. Questions need to be asked. Men need to give some answers, and we need to find out what's the future of Ulster. Is this where we're going to go? What you're seeing in England and Scotland right now? Is this the direction you want your country to go in? Get up, wake up, stand up, fight. Fight whatever way you can, legally and politically and democratically, and protect the future of your lands, your traditions, your cultures, for your children when you're no longer here. And Freedom Dad, God bless.
Yeah, scary stuff, mate. Scary stuff. Hello, young man. Come here. Aye, so scary stuff, mate. You're muted, I think. You're muted. You saying hello? No, it's me. I'm gonna go on. You'll get your own YouTube channel when you're older. Right? This is my YouTube channel and Paul's YouTube channel. Okay. You're muted, mate. He's muted, guys. He does this all the time. He's not getting any younger, you know what I mean, guys? I don't know if it is him. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm always muting the mic, Freedom. Freedom Dad, I'm so glad you come on, because I was wondering what video to make next, and I had a couple of ideas, but now you've shown me that video, I'm going to run with that story. I'll link into it and I'll link back to your channel, because that's more important than anything I had to say this morning, that's for sure. And it's bloody frightening and scary. Really scary.
It is, mate. It is, like, it is, and it's there. You can't hide it. You know what I mean? And this is what I've been saying in my videos all along. When I'm walking about England, when I'm going to all these different places, it's the schools you need to pay attention to. The schools are your future. The colleges are the future. You know, whenever I seen a picture of a load of students passing the bar, either in Oxford or Cambridge. I can't mind what one it was. You were talking about 50 people who'd all passed the bar, and it was mostly foreigners. So that's your politicians, your lawyers, your judges all coming forward, mostly Muslim. You know, so you can't see what's coming. There is, by looking at the youth and the colleges and the schools, you can see what's coming. You know what I mean? In each particular area. You know.
Well, the frightening thing, Freedom Dad, is those young children that you were showing. They were born in this. Many of those were born in this country. They will grow up believing that this is their land. They will believe that this is their land. They colonized it. It's theirs. I'm afraid they're going to have a shock. Reluctant, sad but true. It's the only way.
Well,
if we're to save our own people, we have to go.
Yeah, and the thing is, mate, it's not our fault. It's not a nice thing to talk about. It is difficult, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not us that's done this. It's not the people. You know what I mean? We've had no vote. We've had no say. We've had no control. This has been forced on us, pushed on us. It's an invasion that's been allowed by the government to replace us. You know what I mean? Instead of addressing the births and deaths and addressing the problems that we have of why more people are dying and we are having children, they've just automatically started to replace us. Yeah, and you know that's traitors. That's a crime. It's a crime against our nation, and these people should be held accountable. These government officials like Tony Blair and you know Boris Johnson, you know all of them should all be held accountable.
Behind them, I agree. You know, looking at those schools, I'm thinking about my great-granddaughter, and imagining her being in a school like that. Well, first of all. And white flight doesn't help anymore, Freedom Dad, because you're in Wales. They've arrived in Wales as well. And we've seen the changes up in the Welsh valleys. So, yeah, 10, 20 years ago, you could do your white flight, move away from those areas. But there
Yeah.
are less and less places to run to. You may be right.
Yeah.
Ulster may be the last stronghold.
Well, it is, mate. It is. We are at the minute receiving quite a lot of English families coming from England. I think there's about 2,000 that moved into South Belfast. We have got there is figures out there. I will be bringing doing some interviews with people. Jim as well. I spoke to Jim, by the way.
Oh, good.
Spoke to him
Good.
yesterday. He would love to come on your show. I said to him that about doing the link. I might have to show him what to do because he was like, "Oh, it's a bit too complicated." You know, I know, like, yeah, it's not. You'll be fine.
Oh,
But
well,
they've got a big day at the weekend, so I'll hopefully catch up with him.
all right. Well,
But-
I'll be traveling soon. I'm sure we'll bump into each other.
Yeah, well,
let me know
nothing but nothing but
I'll
good
dig out
things
some
to say about you.
photos.
What's that?
I'll dig out some photographs that you haven't seen of Jim Dowson and that in the early
I told
days.
him that. I said to him, he's got a lot of photographs there of you, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he said something nice about me. I do get a bit of stick now and again, so I'm a lot of respect for Jim. I liked him.
Yeah.
I liked him. He done a lot for the BNP, and he doesn't get recognised for it. We were all attacked back then, you know, Freedom Dan, and lied about. They lied about me. They lied about Jim Dowson, and to some extent, even Paul Golden was lied about. Even though I disagree with the way he's gone, like, you know, but I thought, take a man down, but you can take a man down by telling the truth about him. If he's a bad one, he's a bad one, but don't lie about him.
I'm going to be interviewing a man tonight who's got all the answers, and I'm going to be asking him the right questions.
I look forward to it. I really do, Freedom Dad. I really do.
Yeah.
Have I got any other news? Well, no. I'm definitely going to make a video now around what you put up, and I link back to you.
No sweat, mate. Well, I'm gonna go and get a wee coffee and get the wee man dressed, and don't know what up to a day.
Oh, how old's that wee man?
He's the same age as my daughter. Two in November. Well, he's 2 October, and my wee girl's 2 in November. That's my godson.
Now, my granddaughter's 5. He's a bit too young for her. Otherwise, we could have arranged a marriage.
I know. I'm going to line him up with Robin, my wee girl. You know what I mean? He's going to be a wee drummer. He'll be in the band next year.
Oh, that's going to be great. I can't wait. Hey, tell me, what are your plans for next month on the 12th? What are you going to be up to?
Oh, same as last year. I'll be rolling live. There'll be lives running right through all night. I'll probably end up getting drunk, and yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun.
And I will. I'll probably wind up playing all. I was going to say, Freedom Dad, I'll probably wind up playing Loyalist songs all night, and then I just realized that's what I do over here at any rate, is just play Loyalist songs anyhow. So
yeah, well, we've got on the 11th, on the Saturday, we've got 2 bonfires. We've got one up here and one over there, the big one. So I'm going to be covering the 2 of them, and then on the 12th is the Sunday. There's going to be more bonfires built or lit in South Belfast. I'm going to cover that, and then on the Mondays, the 13th is the actual 12th of July, because it falls on a Sunday, so they're having it on the Monday. So that'll be the bands on the, you know. So
wow.
God willing, we have good weather, and I've got plenty of battery power because it's going to be a long few days.
I had one of the guys made a donation, which meant I could buy a battery power pack. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
2 cables I can charge. I can run 4 devices at the same time. Oh, you've got to have good shit, haven't you?
Oh
because
yeah,
it
you've got to
burns
have
up
your
battery.
battery packs are the secret, Paul. They really are, mate. They are
Aye.
because I run battery. I run my GoPro off it. I run my gimbal off it, and then the phone as well. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when you're doing these lives and stuff, and you're jumping about, like the last thing you want is to run out of battery. You know what
I
I
couldn't
mean?
believe I couldn't believe how quick the power went on my phone that I was filming with. And
Yeah.
another thing I've just ordered it. As I said, we had a donation last night from one of our supporters. I said I'm going to get a GoPro camera, a dash cam, or whatever they call them, for certain events, and bang!
Yeah.
I
Well,
wasn't that.
go for the
Go on.
hero. Go for the heroes. Let me see. Let me check what one mine is. I think it's Black Hero 7. If you go for that, that's an old one, but it works. It does everything you need. I see you, wee man. Let's have a look.
All right.
Where's me? So let's have a look. Yeah, that one there.
Right.
The
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I see
So
it.
it's like I think they're up to 13 or 14 now. But that there is
Does
that
the
you can
job.
go on. You can use that for live. If you've got a Wi-Fi connection, you can live from that. You know what I mean? You connect it to
Yes.
your phone. You can go live, and the pixels and everything are. You don't need to go up too new. You know what I mean? For if you're starting out, that's probably the best one till you get used to the GoPros, and you're not spending a fortune. You know what I mean?
Well, learning a little bit at a time. Okay, then, Freedom Dad, I'm really any idea what time now your video, will it be out tonight or tomorrow?
It'll be tomorrow, mate, by the time I edit it and get everything together.
Okay. Well, have a great day.
Do you want his first name? But don't spoil it for everybody.
No, don't tell me. I want it to be a surprise. I'm not listening.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, man. I'm taking the tell you going on. You know what I mean?
No spoilers.
All right,
Thank
man.
you,
All right.
Freedom Dad. I'll
Nice
play
chat,
one of
mate.
your songs. I'm going to play one
All
of your
right, cheers,
songs
buddy.
out. Cheers,
All right. Right, bye-bye,
Take
mate.
care, my
Bye-bye.
brother.
Bye-bye, son. Bye-bye.
Agreed.
They locked us down where the freedom once shone in our own green land. Now the rights are all gone. They said we're safe, but the borders are wide, while our streets fill up with the waves of the tide. We're not criminals, we're the sons of this soil, yet they call us bigots when we dare to recall. From London to Belfast, the same old refrain. They sell out our future for globalist gain. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Antrim Hills, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me show them my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. They cut off the winter fuel, left the older ones to freeze, while hotels shine bright for the boats on the breeze. Two-tier justice, two-tier rules. They protect the invaders but chain up the few. Our kids can't afford them in the towns where they grew, but the checks keep flowing to the ones passing through. No more surrender, no more shame. We're rising again in our Father's name. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the island breaks, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me shoulder my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defend defending our land. They call us far right, they smear and they lie, but the truth's in the streets, you can see it in our eyes. We've seen the betrayal, we felt the cold hand of leaders who sold out our once proud land. So raise up the banner, shout out the call for Britain undivided, we'll never fall. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the snow-dome peaks, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me show them my flag, let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the auction moors, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, shoulder the load for the land of our fathers down the long road. No surrender, no chains, no more lies. We're the free men of Britain under our skies.
Welcome. Yeah, where are the ladies? They're getting their beauty sleep ready for tonight. Or they're learning how to get their microphones to work. Yeah, you won't get away with it tonight, English lass. You'll have to get that mic sorted before this evening, that's for sure. That's for sure. What should we have now? Well, Freedom Dad is making a video tonight. We won't get to see it until tomorrow. I'm really excited. I don't often get excited about anything these days, really. But I'm looking forward. I always seem to be wishing my life away, waiting for something. I'm waiting for a by-election. I'm waiting for a general election. I'm waiting for the American midterms. I'm waiting for the American elections. I'm waiting for demonstrations. I'm waiting for news conferences. Wishing my life away. Yeah. Oh, well, let's have a song, is it? I'm going to have something I like. What's that? No, I don't want Paul and the Green Arrow. That'd make fun of me. Beyond reach. Let's have this one.
Sy het alleen geloof in die stad se lig, 'n wêreld apart waar drome nie verrig. Hy het haar van oorkant die straat gesien, 'n liefde buite bereik, soos 'n verre visioen.
Maar iets in haar oë het hy verstaan, 'n vonk wat fluister ek behoort aan jou voortaan. Tog het vrees hulle vas laat staan.
Bang om te wys, bang om op te gaan. 'n Liefde buite bereik in verskillende wêrelde, maar iets tussen hulle het stadig ontvou. 'n geheim bewaar, 'n versteekte vlam. In die skadu speel hulle dieselfde spel saam.
Sy dwaal deur die skadu.
Good morning, Joe.
How's it going, all right?
All good. Always good to see you. Always good to see you.
I'm still in work. Like I'm tuned into the rest of the show, so I don't know whether you'd spoken about Southampton, like, you know.
I had indeed. I obviously I spoke about some of the faces I recognised there, and you recognised them as well. What I found quite interesting. I'll briefly go through it. I videoed a young couple who were there, the guy in the suit and that, on the Sunday. And then, boy, did I have a shock last night when I was watching who was in the front line pushing back against the police shields was the young man and that young girl who's bigger than a bar of soap. And she was in the front line. And I thought, wow, go get him, girl. And she was no bigger than a bar of soap. My thoughts, I was worried about the boys, Joe, right? First of all, the ones throwing the rocks and stuff like that. I wasn't 100% on board with that for a couple of reasons. I can understand the anger of the lads, and I really, really can. And I might have done the same. What I was concerned about was their lack of awareness. They should have been masked up, Joe. They really should have, because the police are not going to forget that. I mean, they were easily identifiable, so they'll be getting knocks on the door today or tomorrow. Anyhow, you've got more experience of this than me, Joe. So I'd like to know your thoughts on it, really.
But when they, when the same sort of thing happened in Dover, they spent a year and a half going through footage and arresting people, and the average sentence was like 18 months. Some people got 3 years, some people got 7 years. And the whole thing was a setup, because we came round the corner and into the town centre, and there was about 500 people just fighting in the town centre, and the police had marched the two lots into each other. They just marched the two marches together so that a fight could happen and they could stand aside and film it.
Yeah. Well, we were talking just before you come on, we were talking about Freedom Dad, and he's given me some good footage. He's pointed to me with one of his videos I intend to do next. But we also spoke about the Troubles and the way they were organized over there. And he was saying, how different would it have been if it had been it could have been organized better. There was nothing strategic or tactical in the way our boys were going at it. They were just there on the streets. Nobody behind it.
Oh yeah.
And is it right that Tommy? I was busy, and did Tommy cut and run? Did he just whip things up and then leave?
I think so. Yeah, that's what he normally does. But what I noticed about it last night was this, right? Tommy is. I said he wouldn't call a demo down there. He didn't call a demo, right? Because he would have known it's going to kick off down there. So he just said, I'm just going to report on it. I'm going to report.
Right.
He was quite clearly coked out of his tiny mind, right? And what he was doing was he was directing everyone's anger at the police and away from the Sikh community, right?
Yes.
And someone sent me a video this morning of Tommy defending them, saying, people are saying Sikhs ought to be deported now. That's bullshit. And he said, he's even defending the Kirpan. I'll send you the video, right?
Yes, please.
Saying
yes, please.
that the Kirpan is a religious artifact and it's meant to be blunt, and there's no, basically he's basically saying there's no way you can ban the Kirpan and there's no way you can deport Sikhs because they're just so fucking amazing, right? And I saw Richard Inman gave a speech, right? I'm sure I can find that bit for you. And in the speech, he talks about basically the poison that is Islam. And everyone is there thinking, this has nothing to do with Islam.
Yeah.
They're trying to point everyone to Islam, for fuck's sake,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are right to be angry with the police, right? The police are just as guilty as the guy that done the stabbing, but they're trying to whitewash the fact that it was a foreigner who's killed this kid and just put all the anger against the police. And obviously that's going to cause trouble. And I was saying to my missus last night, look at all these people fighting here. They're all going to jail, right? Yeah. They will jail hundreds of people there, and the sentences will be a lot more than you get normally,
Yeah, we've walked it. those patriots walked into a trap last night, and that's because they need to link up with the organizations that can educate them about self-preservation.
Yeah.
With regards to the Sikhs, Richard saying that, oh, the blades should be blunted and shit like that. I put a video clip up the other day where a Sikh said no. He said it's pointless carrying a kirpan unless the blade is sharpened. They won't wear that, Joe. The blade must be sharpened. And the Sikhs are saying that themselves. So
I saw a video this morning by that Sargon. He's a bit of a dick, right? But he had this guy on there. This guy was talking to Jeremy Kyle, right? Not Jeremy Kyle, Jeremy Vine, right?
Yeah.
And this guy was talking about the Sikhs with the knives and all that. And Jeremy Vine was just putting the guy down and basically calling him scum, like, you know? And the fella said, yeah, you've seen it, have you? Yeah. And
carry on, tell the audience.
I was going to say, the fella said he was on jury duty, and he said the Sikhs were, nobody's allowed to take a knife into a courtroom in this country, right? No chance. And he said Sikhs are allowed to take their kirpans into the courtrooms, right? So he rang up the court service and said, listen, I'm not comfortable being in there with people carrying 8-inch daggers, right? And they said to him, well, don't bother coming back.
Yeah.
And they chucked him off the jury, man, for complaining that people were walking about with big knives, like, you know?
Yeah, agreed. Hey, Joe, those links that you were talking about, can you, if you get a chance, please send me them as soon as you get an opportunity. I'd like to do
try.
a video about it.
I'm in work at the moment, see, and I'm up in the mountains, and I my signal is hit and miss, like, so I'll try and send them to you, but I may have to wait till I get home, like, you know. But
not a problem. I'm going to run with Freedom Dad's story because about the schools, because that, even though it was so good and it made me think of my poor granddaughter, what would it be like for her to be the only little white girl in a school full of aliens?
Well, I'd take my kids out. If my kids were in the school, like, I'd take them out. But the only reason I told him was just to make the point that Tommy, you know, I said he's reluctantly talking about this, but he's found a way around it now by pointing all the blame at the police and trying to say, no, it's not the Sikhs, it's not the Sikhs. And they're basically, he's got Inman saying it's Islam. You know what I mean? It's just, if anyone still falls for this shit, they need their head felt, like, you know? And a lot of people went into a trap last night. I know people are angry and that, but a lot of people are going to go to jail. And as usual, Tommy normally goes there, riles everyone up, and then jumps in a taxi and shoots out of there, you know?
I think, you know, Joe, I was glad Freedom Dad came on this morning to tell me about the schools. And I'm glad you called in this morning, Joe, because what I'll do is, I think I'm going to do a video right after this one about the things we spoke about, the coming arrests. How Richard Inman turned it towards Islam, and how Tommy turned it against an attack on the police. And I just wish our young men would get organized and speak to the right movements and the right groups and stuff like that. I just wish they would. Because,
well, it was like last night, people were saying they were all chanting racist police off our streets. The thing is, with the police, it's the same in Wales with this anti-racism plan, right? They've got this anti-racism plan. Now, you know, we had a banner before with anti-racist just means anti-white. And that's it. It basically is that, right? So the police in Southampton have got this document, and it's trained them to basically always believe the non-white person, always assume the white, you know, the white person is in the wrong and racist. And
is that the document Sargon of a card was showing us?
Yeah, but you know, I've done videos in the past about the Welsh government's anti-racism plan, right? It's basically it's something like 250 pages, but if you cut it down to just, you know, it's so boring and long and dragged out that normal people would they won't bother reading it 'cause it's just a load of waffle and bullshit, right? But if you cut it down to the basics, there's too many black people going to jail in Wales, so they want to stop that, right? There's not enough white people being done for racism. There's not enough, hate crime laws don't go far enough. All of it is anti-white, you know, and Plaid Cymru are enthusiastically saying now that they're going to implement it, they're going to make it tighter and all this. And like I said, anti-racism just means anti-white. And all the police across this country have all been educated. And that's the reason why as soon as they said to the police, he's called me a racist name, that was it for them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If he hadn't died, he was going to be dragged off to the police station and stitched up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, fitted up for a crime he didn't commit. Because I've seen it on the, you know, Andrew Chowdhury. We used to stalk him in London years ago, go to all his events and that, and he used to come out and he used to send all the young Muslim lads out, and they used to go up and say to the police, that one there just called me this word, and this one just called me that word. And as soon as those little fuckers used to say it, the police would grab the people they were pointing at and throw them in the van. No questions asked, like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how the police have been trained, and that's why that Henry died. You know, so the change has to come from the very top. Somebody needs to get into government and repeal all this bullshit and all these laws. Like,
no, I agree. It's got to be fixed from the top down, hasn't it? In the police
yeah,
service,
yeah.
Police service.
The rot is deep, like, you know.
Well, we've spoke about this before, Joe. We know how deep it is. That's going to be the major task. People like these, though, producing these documents, like the one you mentioned about police behavior. We don't know who created it, how many people were involved in the creation of that document, but they need to be arrested. If ever, I don't care if we have, I'll tell you straight, Joe, I don't care if we had a dictator. I really don't care if we had a dictator, as long as he was a benevolent one, a good dictator, a genuine.
Well, as long as he puts the indigenous people of this country first. That's the facts.
Yeah.
And if anybody doesn't like it, they can feel free to leave.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because we've seen where demographics and democracy has got us. It hasn't been very successful at all, has it?
No.
So, I agree.
I mean, I could tell millions of stories about people who I've known who've been stitched up for racial offences over the years, who literally didn't do anything. You know, and there's a million untold stories, I'm sure, you know, because if you get 3 or 4 of these people pointing at you saying, he called me this, he called me that, you're fucked. You are fucked.
Joe, can you come on one night, one day at 4 p.m. and we'll do a show? I've really got to go now. I've got things to do.
We'll do, I just wanted to have my little say about what they were talking about last night, because it was total misdirection of people's anger, like, you know.
And Joe, seriously, I'm really glad you came on. I look forward to you coming on. If you can come on anytime you like, anytime at all you like.
Yeah.
I can guarantee if you walk into this room, I'll be inviting you up. Joe, I've got to go. I'm going to play a tune out for the guys. Perhaps we'll talk later. If you can get those links to me, it would be great.
Yeah, I will do. All right, then. See you later, right?
See you in a bit.
See you later, guys.
Where the red hand flies through the streets of the Shankill under loyal skies. The city stands defiant, loyal and true. The city of my heart, I bleed red, white and blue. In county Antrim with the glen so green and grand, the giant's causeway carved by nature's hand. From Lord to Carrickfergus along the wild coast road, and Trim's rugged beauty is a glory to behold. Hey! Ulster, Ulster, the land that I love, from Larne to Newry and the hills above, through the wind and the rain, through the fire and the flood, I stand by Ulster till they lay me in the mud. In County Down, where the morns rise proud and high, and the Ard Peninsula meets the sea and sky. From Bangor to Newry, the beauty never fades. County Down, sweet County Down, where my heart was made. In County Armagh, where the orchards bloom so fair, apple blossom country with fragrance in the air. From Portadown to the ancient cathedral town, Armagh stands proud beneath the Raglan crown. In County Londonderry, with the Foyle flowing wide, the ancient walls of Derry standing tall with pride. From Coring to the shores where the wild winds blown, Londonderry's loyal heart beats steady and strong. Hey! Ulster, Ulster, the land that I love, from Larne to Newry and the hills above, through the wind and the rain, through the fire and the flood, I stand by Ulster till they lay me in the mud. Bye. In County Fermanagh, with lakes so calm and wide, and Enniskillen stands proudly by the waterside. The River Erne flows gentle through this peaceful scene. Fermanagh's tranquil beauty feels like heaven to me. In County Tyrone, where the Spurns roll and rise, heather-covered mountains reach up to the skies. From Omagh to Strabane, the heartland strong and bold, Tyrone's loyal spirit can never be sold. No matter how far I wander, no matter where I roam, Ulster always calls me, this is my home. Hey! From Carrickfergus to the hills of Tyrone above, no surrender ever, this blood runs deep and true. Ulster forever, I belong to you.
Microphone, microphone, microphone. Switch on the microphone. You're as bad as English, lass. And Lily. Okay. Right, guys. Tonight, 8 p.m, I got 2 videos to get out really, really fast. So I got to move it. Okay, guys. You've been listening to... Who am I? Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. Stay safe, stay strong, aim high, vote low, restore Britain. Or as Lee would say, stay low, move fast. See you on the next one. I didn't have a chance to talk to Kirsty, but she did send me 4 green hearts. Thank you, Kirsty.